Year Mafia, what's good, my guy? Oh shit, I had a mic unmuted and shit. What's good with you? What it do, Cuddy? What's going on, man? You already know this shit. Yes, sir. What's the word, Cuddy? I see you over there. I know y'all see me keep looking down and things like that. Lex always here. He the first one in the live every time. I know you're looking down like, why you keep looking down at your leg? Nah, I'm not looking down at my leg. What's happening Thursday, gaming? What's happening on Thursday? Let me know. Okay, okay. Oh, we got a game on Thursday. Who we playing? Who we playing? Oh, my outfit ain't complete right now, right? Hold up. Let me complete my outfit. Now the outfit is complete. There it is right there. The outfit is now complete. You see it. Cowboys all day. Right there. Almost forgot to make my outfit complete. It ain't complete unless you got that star on top of your head. You know what I mean? Now we straight. You know what I mean? Oh, I was born a Cowboys fan, my guy. I was born. You see how crispy? Whoo, gotta keep the Cowboys nice and crispy. And a fly shit about my Cowboys hat. My shit got my name on the back right there. Ooh, yeah. Can't get no Cowboys hat like this. Custom, baby. Yeah, custom. You know what I mean? If you ain't got a Cowboys hat like this, I don't know what you're doing. But you was a Pittsburgh fan, I heard. Yeah. Yeah, he need to come home and salute that blue and silver right here. Yeah. That black and gold, that shit old. See, that's a bar right there. That black and gold is old. Damn, I ain't got nobody watching me right now. That's crazy. Yeah, that's a bar. That black and gold is old. I know my nigga Lex gonna rock out with me to the end of the show. You already know. I know Lex was like, what the fuck does he keep looking down for? What I was looking down for? I don't know if I can show you this right now, but you see what's on this tray. Yeah, I'm breaking up the bud right here and shit. About to roll up some shit called Space Bomb. This shit right here called Space Bomb and shit. Pulse. He trying to rock out with the schedule that I told him about that I was gonna start doing and shit like that. Even though he's sticking true to it right now. Since I started going live on this, I just said I'ma chill with posting videos for a second. You know what I mean? Unless y'all want me to continue posting back up the story time videos and shit like that. I still ain't run across my brother or seen my brother yet for him to bring me the controller. I mean for the headphones and shit. Cause I paid him for the Elite controller and some headsets that he didn't want no more. Cause he was trying to buy some new ones. Yo, this shit right here, when you get a chance, Google Space Bomb Strand and it'll tell you what it's like. Before I buy anything, if a nigga tell me he got such and such, I Google the name and make sure it's really official bud and shit like that. Of course, my dude can't keep me from grinding. Know what I mean? As long as my motherfucking feet work, my motherfucking brain is on point. Yeah, yeah. This shit right here called Space Bomb. That's the bag it came in right here. The SB bag of Space Bomb. Know what I mean? Now, if you Google the shit or go on Leafly and type in Space Bomb and it'll tell you what it's good for, if it make you sleepy, give you energy, shit like that. I don't like to smoke bud. When you smoke it and you finish, that shit put you to sleep and make you sleepy. I don't like bud like that. I hate sleepy time weed. I want to enjoy my shit and keep active. Like, that's why you see me whenever I do my story time video, I got a blunt in my hand. I'm trying to stay active and stay on point with shit. Like, I know a lot of people when Hindu Kush with my shit. Hey, yo, listen. I ran across some shit on YouTube yesterday called Red Rhino. I never seen no red weed in my life. This weed that he had came in a glass tube. I got a tube somewhere. It came in a glass tube. And the shit was green. But when you bust the bud open, it's red. And some of the nug that was in this fucking jar was red. I never seen that before in my life. I gotta see if I can find that shit. I want to try it. Well, as soon as I run across my brother, man, and get them headphones from him, I'll be back on. I want to stream with y'all guys. And I got these motherfucking headphones right here. Only thing I got right now is my cell phone headphones. And I don't want to jump on the game with y'all niggas and y'all niggas start talking shit, talking about, yo, you got an echo in the background or we hear hella shit on your side. Know what I mean? I heard you can hear everything with these headphones, so I don't really be liking the game with these shits. Shit's $85. Yeah, these shits only cost me like $5 in the poppy store, right there in the corner. I can use them. They got a mic on the phone. They got a microphone right here, so I can use them. But I just don't be liking people saying they hear an echo or they hear my background real clear and shit like that. So I'd rather get the gaming headphones. Just gotta catch up with my brother. Other than that, once I found out how that shit sound in somebody's ear, if they can really hear me, or do I gotta speak up, I don't know. Yeah, Red Rhino. I had it. That shit was good too. Hey yo, it came in a glass jar with a motherfucking Red Rhino emblem on the fucking jar, and it said Red Rhino on that shit with a cork top. Yo, I need that. Yo, when I seen this white man smoking that shit, like I said, I never seen no red weed in my life. I done came across some pink shit called strawberry shortcake. I showed Real a picture of that shit. That shit was pretty as hell, and it tastes just like strawberries. That shit had me cooking. But the best weed I ever had in my life was called that chocolate top I made a story time about. Yo, that story time, the first time I met Chocolate Top on my page, on my channel right now. You go back and you watch that video, that shit was funny as hell. That's the first weed that ever had me slumped outside like this. Yo, and I'm sweating my ass off, yo. That was, yeah. It's called Chocolate Top. That was the only weed I ever smoked that ever had me like this. I was sitting in front of the building outside on the corner of Walnut and Summit. The building I used to hustle in front of, because my man lived there. He ran up there to go eat and come back downstairs. So I'm down there smoking a blunt. And by the time I got halfway through, I got the blunt in my hand. I put my head down like this between my legs. My head is in my lap. So I'm sweating. When I lifted my head up, I see my forehead print in between my legs right here on my pants. Like, yo, what the fuck? That's how bad I was sweating. Chocolate Top. One blunt. Not even a whole blunt. It's a half a blunt. I was slumped. And then I had to walk around the corner to my house, which took like forever because it felt like I was going in slow motion walking down the block. Yeah, go watch that story time. That shit was funny as hell. But this right here, this shit good. I had some shit I'm trying to get this shit called sour apples. My man got some shit called sour apples, but he said he ain't got no more. And he got another flavor called Welch's. And that shit's like a green with a dark purple in that shit. Ooh. I like both types of weed. But the one that's the upper, I fuck with that. Hell yeah. I don't want to smoke no weed and go to fuck to sleep unless I'm really trying to go to sleep. If I'm up, I want to play the game. I'm smoking, and in the middle of the game, which done happened to me several times, I'm playing the game. Next thing I know, the game playing the goddamn self. I'm waking up in the shit. I was playing GTA one time, and the only thing that woke me up because my controller was vibrating on the table because the car was going into the wall. Boom, 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 boom. I'm like, hey, what the fuck? I woke up like, hey, what the fuck happened? Oh, for that sleepy ass weed. I don't like that shit, bro. Word up. I like the hybrid too sometimes. It depends on what it is. Murder over it. I'm watching Murder Gang and shit. He over here going crazy right now. Yeah, see? This shit right here catch you. You take too much of a deep breath on this shit. I mean, too much of a deep inhale. That shit'll catch your chest every time. And the funny part about it is, this right here was a blunt I had from earlier. And you know them entourages is long as hell. So I smoked like half the entourage and put that shit out. I ate, took a little nap and shit, woke up. And I'm just now finishing that. This was the first blunt I had all day. After I ate, I caught the itis and went the fuck to sleep. Went to the store and got me a chopped cheese. You never had a chopped cheese? You go to the Poppy store, bodega on the corner of your block, where you from, And if they haven't heard of a chopped cheese, they still ain't living right. You stopped smoking 8 years in that. Oh, come on, little bro. I'm gonna have to disown you, man. You gotta pick up the blunt, bro. No more cigarettes. I stopped smoking cigarettes the day before I had my cancer surgery. And I went in the hospital the 8th and had my surgery on the 9th. So April 8th was the last day I smoked a cigarette on the way up to the hospital. When I pulled up into the hospital, I was finishing the last cigarette and threw it down. That was it. I ain't smoked a cigarette since I've been home. And I've been home since May 18th. So I ain't smoked a cigarette since May 8th. That was the last time I smoked a cigarette. But when I came home, I definitely started smoking bud again. You know what I mean? I need to chill with this shit too because my tolerance is so high on this shit. Sometimes I don't even get high off this shit. Like, it's just like I'm smoking for nothing. It's just like it don't do nothing to me. So I end up smoking like 2, 3 blunts. Eat something, then I'll pass the fuck out from the itis and shit. You know? But other than that, my tolerance is so motherfucking high. I gotta find a bud that got about 50% THC or more. You know what I mean? For it really to have some type of effect on me, because the weed that I get out here, it be hitting, but it don't have me like that chocolate top. Now, if I could find some bud that had me like that again, ooh wee, I'll be good. Definitely be good. Don't smoke squares, and I quit bud for my kids. Understandable. I respect that. But if I had kids, I probably would have stopped smoking too. But I don't know for how long. Because as long as I got extra rooms or a basement, I'm dipping off. Y'all upstairs doing whatever y'all doing with your mama. If I'm still with their mama or they come over here to visit me, wait till they go to sleep. I dip off downstairs in the basement, get my smoke on then. You know what I mean? Shit like that. Or dip off in another room. I'm thinking about trying that. This is the closest I came to a cigar. It's a Black and Mild right here. And I got a cigar spot right down the street next to the poppy store I go to, right in the corner. It's called Sticks. It's a cigar lounge right there next to the barbershop, matter of fact. I got the poppy store in the corner, then the barbershop next to that, and then right next to the barbershop is a cigar lounge called Sticks. And I went in and asked him, what's a good cigar for beginners? And he showed me it's a little short cigar about that big. You know what I mean? And it's a nice little fat joint, no homo. And he said those are for beginners. Nice sweet taste, not too harsh. And don't fuck with the back of your throat and shit like that. So yeah, I'm thinking about trying that. I don't know. I need some pointers or what's the best one for a beginner smoker, like or beginner cigar smoker. You know what I mean? Because I was smoking cigarettes since I was like 14, 15. Matter of fact, yeah, freshman year in high school. Freshman year in high school, I started smoking cigarettes. You make it 24 hour. I was making 22 an hour at FedEx and shit before I quit for this cancer shit. And I was just doing grounds, delivering to people's houses and shit. And yo, if you've never been a delivery driver for any company, anywhere delivering, you ain't had a good job. Because I can tell you like this. Before, no, when I came home from prison, my cousin, both my cousins was working at Domino's. And my cousin got me in there. Because I used to just ride around with the nigga while he do deliveries and shit. Hollering at the chicks and shit outside. So he's like, yo, you know you can get paid to drive around with me? I'm like, how? He's like, a driver's helper. I drive, you jump out the car and deliver the pizzas. And we both get paid. Oh, word. So he talked to the manager, got me in that bitch. So instead of just driving around with the nigga, I was driving around with the nigga and bagging bitches and getting paid. Yo, the shit was so lit. I would jump from car to car, right? So if I bagged two chicks, one for I'm always speaking for my cousin. You know what I mean? If I jump out the car, I'm automatically, if it's one female, automatically, yo, you got a friend? You see my cousin right there, right? Word. So, what's up? You got a friend? Let them know about my cousin. And we come back and scoop y'all up or whatever. How y'all want to do it? Shit like that. So, cousin was the pretty boy nigga. He could bag a chick just by opening his mouth because he had that Barry White voice and shit, no homo. Know what I mean? And he not from here. He's a Haitian. So them Haitian niggas, I don't know what it is, but these American chicks love foreigners. Black and Mild was my shit. I don't really fuck with these shits, but you know, you know how you've been smoking weed so long and cigarettes so long, the weed go with the cigarette after you finish smoking the blunt, and being that I don't smoke cigarettes no more, it still kind of clicks with me to smoke something behind the blunt or after I eat something, to smoke on something. So this is what I'm substituting for a cigarette right now. Even I'm about to start smoking these shits too. Because somebody told me these shits is like smoking 10 cigarettes. I'm about to start smoking these shits too. But back to that story time shit. When I had to jump out for chick, when I jump out for a chick and it's just her by herself, I make sure I find out she got a friend, a cousin, a sister for my cousin. You know what I mean? Ain't no fun if I'm bagging somebody for me and there's two of us in the car. You know what I mean? So 9 times out of 10 it work. You know what I mean? They'll call their friend up or grab whoever they with and his friend wanna holler at you. And go from there. Like, what's up? So we do that shit all the time, yo. That chat line shit, I was a king on that shit, bruh. Every time I bagged a chick, it was 2 or better. Because I know me and my cousin 9 times out of 10 is going to be together all day long. So why not set up a date or a plan for all of us to link up and meet and chill? You know what I mean? So I used to do that shit a lot, yo. My name rang bell. Back in the early 2000s, yo. Early 2000s, motherfucking the early to mid 2000s, that chat line was the shit. I can tell you real live shit in a day. Fucking with the chat line on a good day, I can bag at least 5 chicks. And after 5 chicks, 3 of them will definitely be hits. 2 of them be playing games. So if you stood on the phone all day bagging chicks, that shit boost you smoke. That shit boost after you smoke a blunt and then have a square. Yeah, see? That's how I used to do it. Smoke a blunt and that used to boost your hype a little bit. But now I done smoked so long, that shit don't do shit for me, man. Like I said, I need weed that got a 50% THC or better for me to really have some type of effect to this shit. Because right now, this shit I'm smoking is just like, I'm just smoking to be smoking. Sometimes I find some shit that's really good. Sometimes it just be average to me. Know what I mean? But these Black and Milds ain't doing no better than a fucking cigarette. I'll tell you that. Word. But me and my cousin used to have fun after playing on that goddamn chat line. He never got on the shit. It was just me. He would just be sitting there and be in amazement when the time I click on the phone, put up an intro, run through the list of who on the shit one time, and leave about 2 or 3 messages. I got the shit clicking, back to back messages. and they come and he's sitting there just laughing like I got the shit on speaker so he hear the shit. You have a message from and it be a female or two and you hear him in the background like yo what y'all looking like? Y'all got camera phones, send a picture. Da da da. Here go our number right here. Show us a picture. We waiting to link up. Y'all look right. Cool. Bet. When we send a picture, send one back. You know what I mean? So Gamer Duck, what's good, my guy? You know what I mean? So that's how we linked up. That's how I got with so many chicks back in the day, yo, playing with that damn chat line, yo. That chat line was a that chat line was a gold mine for a nigga with a mouthpiece. Like I'm dangerous. I'm dangerous. If I'm just sitting there talking to a chick, boy, listen. Murder Fire was good, my guy. On Cheeto, you already know, cuz was grooving with you. Know what I mean? So that chat line shit, I'm a beast with that shit, cause my mouthpiece is serious with the trick. Know what I mean? I start running down and spitting some shit. Oh, what's up? What you looking like? I bet. Here go a picture. Oh, you a cute little chocolate handsome dude. What's up? You trying to meet up? What's good? I'm trying to pop out. Let's go get something to eat. Go to the movies or something. You got a friend? I got a sister. I got a cousin. I got a friend. Yeah, what's up? Why you got somebody else? Yeah, my cousin sitting right here with me. What do you look like? Send y'all pictures. Sending pictures to these chicks and they like, oh yeah, what's up? Here go our pictures right here. Let's meet up. Where y'all at? Drop the Addy. They text the Addy, we there. We go pick up these chicks, go chill with them for the night. We done it with this chill night. You know what I mean? We don't be pressed for that. If they're gonna throw the draws, they're gonna throw the draws. If not, it was nice knowing you. We'll link up again. Eventually. You know what I mean? If it's meant to be. Shit like that. I was never too pressed on getting the pussy from the chick the first day I met her. No, listen. You're gonna give it to me when you give it to me because I'm a type of nigga because I'm a cool motherfucker. I keep you laughing. I smoke. I drink a little something, something. And I'm cute. You know what I mean? So you're gonna give it up to me eventually. I ain't gonna press you for it. You know what I mean? Word. And that child line shit, early 2000 used to be live. I call that shit the Cheen Chat. I had Kick too, yo. That app Kick was the official too. You meet some random bras on that shit, hell yeah. You know what he do? He made a new backdrop on his channel and shit. And you're a murder fight. You still up in here, cuz? Y'all share the stream out. Know what I mean? Oh yeah. Let me tell you, I got my first motherfucking donation on this shit a couple of days ago, yo. Wow. Only did like about, I think this is my seventh or eighth motherfucking stream, and I got a donation already. That's what's up. I wasn't thinking I was gonna get a donation no time soon. You know what I mean? I didn't think I was gonna get one of them shits no time soon. Because I be watching other people's streams and they be getting hella donations. And I be looking at their sub count, I be like, oh alright. Their sub count is up there for them to get that. But then I see other couple of people that ain't got nowhere near the subs and they still get donations too from going live and shit like this. It's always good to have a cash app at hand. Because I heard if you donate the other way, YouTube take half of that shit. Nah, I got a cash app on deck. I keep all my profit. Word. I don't need just sticky fingers in my pot. Nah. Oh, it used to be RB32. Now it just shows his face. Oh, I ain't bet. I think I'm gonna rock out with my shit for a little bit longer. Then I'm gonna find somebody that can do my whole shit over for me again. Okay, Cuddy, keep me in the loop. Know what I mean? Hey, yo, Cuddy, yo. That's what's up. Yeah, Cuddy. I'm gonna need you to start picking up the phone a little bit more when you go in the MIA mode. You know what I mean? Keep a brother posted. Like I'm on TV looking for your ass on the regular. Like, hold on, wait a minute. He ain't keeping on schedule. Know what I mean? Word. So at least pick up the phone. Let me know you still over there breathing, Cuddy. And nigga Murder just got a motherfucking donation just now. $5. That was my first donation. Somebody sent me $5 and shit. Like, okay. Oh, got my first dono. That shit surprised me and shit because somebody was in the chat and they was like, how do I donate? I was like, in my description, it's got the Cash App right there. So you can donate like that if you want to. Next thing I know, my motherfucking Cash App went off like, ding. Yo, he really donated. Wow. I wasn't even expecting him to do that. That was the highlight of my stream. Thank you, Rip. Appreciate that. Felt kind of good to see that shit go bing. Oh shit, I got my first donation from going live. That's what's up. Hey yo, I heard you can go live with somebody else on this too. I don't know how you can do that, but I heard you can have somebody and come to your live or some shit like that. I'm not quite sure. I don't know if that's true or not, but I think Savage said that. Yes, sir. Glitch Nation about to be worldwide global, huh? Just got to get. I know Real got some story times he could put out there too. Come on, bro. You was in the service. You know what I mean? You got some stories I know you got up in the motherfucking brain that you can spit out and captivate your audience with. I'm just trying to master the way I tell a story to get you more vividly inclined to like visually be there. You know what I mean? I'm trying to paint the perfect picture for y'all. I'm still trying to get that down pat too. But once I get that formula formulated, it's a wrap. Y'all niggas gonna like y'all act like y'all gonna really be in the motherfucking jail cell with a nigga. It's a lot of folks live right now. Shit, if you jump on, I've been live for 35 minutes. My lives usually go. I usually try to make my live an hour and a half. Earlier today, I did it 30 minutes. You know what I mean? So I try to make my live at least an hour and a half, the most. I know the first time I was out here, I was out here for like 4 hours. Just on some wild out. First time shit. And I think that shit got like 90 views so far. The one I did the other time, I think day before yesterday or yesterday, that shit got like 89 views, 88 views. So these videos right here get more views than a regular video. That was something I was looking at too. Like, yeah, don't trip. When you can donate on YouTube, I got you. Yo, Lex, I ain't even worried about it, bro. That was just something that was out of the spare of the moment type thing for that dude. I just seen him ask, how can I donate? I laughed at this shit at first, like, really? Somebody about to donate to me? Yeah, all right. And I just said, yo, my Cash App is in the description box. I guess he backed out the stream, looked at the donation, description box, and next thing you know, 2 minutes later, my shit said, ding! And it was $5 in there. And he was like, you get it? And I'm like, yo, get what? I looked up, and there was a dollar sign on top of my screen. So that was really my first one. I was like, yo, so that's what it felt like, huh? That's what's up. I'm just waiting for the Cash App because being that my last Cash App got hacked and shit, and they got me for 5K off that shit, I had to make a whole new other Cash App. And I'm just waiting for them to send me a card. I think I might have to call them and tell them to send me another card because every time I try to do it on the app, it's saying error, try again later. And I done tried that shit like 4 or 5 times since I opened up this new account on Cash App. Elbow cough, elbow cough, elbow cough. I have 3 times I can go through, but I'm not on camera. I'm not the camera. Bro, listen. Me, myself, I'm not camera shy at all. I'm a fool. I like to have fun. Know what I mean? I'm a comedian. I like to joke. I can talk my shit. All that. So being in front of the camera, it ain't nothing. It just feel like you're talking to yourself, but you got people commenting back, so it don't really feel that bad. You know what I mean? Other than that, I'm not camera shy at all. I'll jump out in front of the camera, act a fool, say what I gotta say, and I'm out. You know what I mean? Story times, it's just like you just gotta put it in your brain in the way that you want to say it, and then spit that shit out. You know what I mean? And if it's dramatic parts in there, you just gotta be dramatic with your hands or how you say it. And if you're wicked with the editing skills, you could throw something up in the air and have that shit even funnier. Go back to your old ways, huh? That's what's up. Nah, it's not good to go back to your old ways. Because once you go back to your old ways, you might be like, damn, how can I get back to where I was? Now you done slid backwards. And now you don't like going backwards. I know when I came home from prison, it wasn't easy for me. Know what I mean? I wanted to jump straight back into the streets because I couldn't find no job. Know what I mean? The only reason why I got them jobs is because my cousins were working at Domino's. And once I got up in there, I was like, fuck it. I heard they hired at the gas station up the block. So I walked up there, filled the application out, and a week later they called me like, yo, when can you start? I can start whenever you want. All right, what's your hour shift you want? 11 to 7. Because I got a job in the daytime, so I can, when I get off of there, I can come straight to work from here. You know what I mean? Boom. So I was working from Domino's to right up the block to the BP Amoco. Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays at the gas station. Oh my God. I made so much money while I was working at the gas station. Fuck the gas station job itself for me hustling over there. Because revenue is clubs out there. So everybody that needed gas, because this gas station was 24 hours, came here. And I used to tell niggas, y'all got your butter already? They're like, nah, what would you got? I got some Doms, I got Nicks, whatever, what you want. Pull up to the pull up to the air pump in the back. Pump their gas, they pull up to the back. I run back there while they doing the front. What you want? Let me get three. All right, boom. I bring her like a 200 pack on Friday from 11 to 7. A $200 pack. I'll be leaving work when I say about 5 to 3 bags left from the 200 pack on a Friday night. So I damn near did my whole shit while I'm at work. You know what I mean? You like to be in the shadows, huh? That's what's up. Oh shit. Word? I'm glad you my little bruh. I would hate to get on your bad side. I would hate to get on your bad side, sir. No, I don't want the type of problems. Fucking around, I feel like that motherfucking Indian nigga got me again. And when the motherfucking Cash App scammers got me, boy, listen, I felt stupid. Cause I knew some in my brain said, nigga, if something going on with Cash App, they not gonna call you. So why the fuck is you falling for the shit? But I just wanted to hear what he was saying. Like, I don't know what the fuck made me just really sit there and listen to the shit. And at the end of the conversation, I go back and look at my bank account. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Yo, you just took my money. How the fuck you take my money? And that motherfucker said, just like that. And hung up on me. I'm like, oh shit, you Indian bastard. Word. That nigga took 5K out of my bank account, my nigga. I immediately hung up the phone and called the bank like, yo, can you see where somebody just took 5K out of my account? She like, yeah, what happened? Somebody from Cash App called me and said somebody was trying to compromise my account and the money I had over there, sent it back to my account over here, and they just took my shit. Lex Mills. Alright. And this nigga famous. He on Google. I wonder if I made the Google list. If you type in Mr. Smooth 152, do that shit pop up? Hey, I kind of heard about once you become like a internet entertainer or some shit like that, you go on Google. Yeah, but yo, them feds don't play. When they come, they come. It was on my tail before too. I ain't like that shit. Nope. I don't like the little boys at all. Them little boys is like serious bloodhounds. They don't stop. That's what really pushed me out the game of playing in these streets, facing that 30 years big. Like, yo, it got to be a better way. And who would to think I come home in 2000 and 4 years later I get shot 5 times? That's crazy. I ain't turn up that much in 4 years where a nigga really wanted to kill me. Oh yeah, I fell all the way back. Even though by the time I fell back, they were trying to grab me. But when I finally got bagged up, they were just the regular police that came and got me. Know what I mean? Nigga snitched on me and shit. And that's how I ended up with the kidnapping charge and all that other bullshit. Word. When that nigga said 30, I almost died in that motherfucker. Like, what? The lawyer was like, yeah, they talking about 30 years plus. 30 plus. Oh, shit. Yeah, the 30 just came from the kidnapping charge. We got other charges. Like, whoa. Gun charge, aggravated assault charge, attempt charge, gun possession, drug possession. They were trying to hang a nigga. And at this time, I was only 21 years old. So I was going on my first bid at 21, fresh off the streets, going to an institution. You know what I mean? 21 years old, taking that long ass ride on the Bluebird to state prison. And my first stop, introduction to state prison, was Yardville on recreate. I mean, on the motherfucking what they call that shit. You gotta stop there first. Oh, classification. Call it craft or some shit like that. Well, you gotta go there and get classified so they can tell you what real prison you're going to. And my real prison was motherfucking Annandale. And that's where that rainbow nigga got his booty clapped at. I told that live story right here. But I'm gonna redo that shit, make a video for it, get into details, and repost that shit on my channel. Cause I did a live one while I was here and shit. But yeah, the rainbow dude, I heard about stories like that, but never thought I would actually be in a prison where that shit actually happened at, and actually knew the person that it happened to. Like, damn. That shit was crazy. When they brought him out the cottage, you know how they usually put you on a stretcher on your back. Nah, they had this nigga straight on his stomach, like this on the pillow. And they rolled him out the cottage. I'm looking through the window like, oh shit, they got his ass. And they got him laying on his stomach like this while they rolling him out. And like I said, Annandale was like a big ass cottage campus with dorms and shit. But they called them cottages. And it was 4 on each side. And then when you get down to the other end, go down, that's Unit C down there. That's the first unit I came to. And they sent me out of that shit because I was like, I ain't with no dorm shit. That was a dorm and a cottage. It was no cells. It was just bunk beds in this bitch. I'm like, oh, hell no. I don't like this wide open shit. That ain't me. I like my privacy. That being in the dorm shit, anything could pop off, and I ain't with it. You know what I mean? Niggas running up on you with a lock in the sock. Boom! I told that story too about the nigga in the mess hall. Puerto Rican dude got his whole shit split by the poppy nigga. The fucking Latin King dude hit the Nieta nigga in the head with a lock in the sock. And this shit immediately split open, straight to the white meat, while this nigga was eating. And they always say, pay attention to your surroundings. My nigga, you was sleeping, because you was over there eating and not looking around, keeping your head on a swivel, see who come in that motherfucking door. Them niggas seen you, and they had to walk right behind you in the line, because the line came behind us, down to between the other table in front of us, and you was in the table in front of us. So when them niggas got in that line and came around, and you ain't had your head on a swivel, and you was too busy stuffing your motherfucking face to get up out of there, you got caught slipping, my nigga, and they whacked your shit. Boom! Boom! Whole shit split. I was like, yo! Oh, hell nah. That was some crazy shit. Yo, when you go to prison, my nigga, be prepared to see any and everything that you heard about from people that been to prison. 9 times out of 10, this shit is official. This shit is real. You just gotta be there to see it for yourself. I wasn't in the same cottage when the rainbow nigga got clapped on. Yeah, a lock in the sock. Whack this shit, split this shit wide open. From the back of his head right here to the front. He had a smiley face on his foot, on his skull. Like, that shit split his shit. When he cracked his ass twice with that shit. Boom! Boom! And split his shit. Next time, when I got up out of there, because they locked it down just to get the 2 niggas out of there. So we was stuck in that motherfucker till they got him out of there. And they had the nurses come over there because he was strapped on the table like this. So they wrapped his head up with gauze bandage and they just wrapped the shit up with some white shit, some gauze shit. Wrapped his head on like a cone head by the time he was wrapping the shit up. They put him in a wheelchair and they rolled his ass up out of there. Word, that shit, that was the first time I ever seen somebody get cracked in a lock in the sock. I seen a nigga get down there and the top of the tuna can caught that nigga right here, straight down to his chin. And the nigga made a motherfucking mistake by grabbing his fucking face. When he grabbed his face and he pulled his hand back to look, his face just dropped. It started hanging like. Yo, you'll be surprised what you see up in a prison, my nigga. Yo, sit at the wrong table. There's a problem. Hang with the wrong people that ain't your skin color. It's a problem. Know what I mean? It's really politics like that in the prison system. Like, if you black, you stick with the black motherfuckers. You don't go mingling off and mix off with the other races, because that's a no-no. They don't care if you know the dude from the streets or whatever. You deal with your kind while you there. You sit at the table with your kind. You don't sit at no other table unless you got years in. Niggas know you. If you fresh on the compound and you know you black, and that's where you gotta be. Right there with the black folks. How they get a baseball bat in a prison, my nigga? They was on the ball field or something? Nigga got shit cracked with a baseball bat. God damn. It must have been wreck time when that shit happened. When I went to prison, they was the first, no, not the first year. I saved my second or third year in prison. They were taking all the weights out. So you couldn't go outside and work out on the weights no more. They were taking all that shit out. Oh, in the streets. Oh, okay. About to say, how the fuck you get a bat in the prison? Unless y'all was on the field or something, outside getting wrecked. But when I was there, like my second or third year, 95, 96, they was taking the weights out. There was no more weights going to be inside the prison. So niggas was improvising, using sandbags and motherfucking water jugs and gallon bottles of water and using them for weights and shit. Putting them on sticks and doing curls and bench presses on with the motherfucking stick with the bottles of water on the end of them shits. Like, niggas had to improvise because they were taking all the motherfucking weights out the system. Know what I mean? So once they did that, niggas was going crazy because you know niggas can't function if you got a regiment and you hitting them workouts every day. I felt bad for them big niggas. There was some big niggas down prison. And they life evolved around that motherfucking ballpark right outside, know what I mean, the fields with the weights and shit, because they need to get their pump on. Now you got a whole bunch of niggas outside just doing push-ups and shit. Just doing push-ups. Crazy push-ups, doing pull-ups and shit. They couldn't take the pull-out bar because it was steaming in the ground. They could take all the weights because it was free weights. Them big-ass iron slabs and shit. 45 plates and shit like that. They were taking all the weights out. Dumbbells, all that shit. Bye-bye. You couldn't even wear street clothes after a while. You couldn't get no more clothes packages in. They even stopped food packages down the prison. You was getting real food sent in from the street every once a month. You know what I mean? And they could send you whatever from the streets. And you get a food package every month. You know what I mean? And if you was cool with a motherfucker, you could get more than one a month. Just had that shit under his name and you would break a nigga off something or get into his name. You know what I mean? Boom. Yeah, that shit. Annandale was sweet. It was just like, it was like a college campus, but it was for inmates. When you pull up, it looked like a big ass college. When you got in there, it looked like a college campus with dorms on each side of the motherfucking compound, like, and they brick little houses. And I think you could, if I'm not mistaken, in the dorms, you could fit at least about 50 people in there because of the bunk beds and that shit. The regular ones, the regular cottages that were just like not dorms, I think it was like 10 to 15 people in there, maybe more. I think it's like the highest, I think it was 20 in the cottages. Little mini ass houses and shit. Some of them had personal one cells, and they had bunk beds and shit like that. But I don't like that dorm shit. I don't like to have to sleep with one eye open. You got niggas walking around you going to the bathroom. You got niggas that want to be playthings, running from bed to bed and all types of shit. Nah, I don't want, nah. You can't sleep comfortable like that. If you in a cell by yourself, you good. If you got a celly, you and that celly got to be in the same type of time. Like, he got to be cool. You can't be enemies and still got to watch yourself. Like, nah, you got to make sure your bunkie is straight, legit. Nah, I mean, I done seen some crazy shit from the county to the prison. I done been involved in some crazy shit in the county. I ain't get into no shit in prison. I ain't, nah. I got all my rocks off while I was in the county. I ain't get into no shit except for that motherfucking sergeant down there that had the KKK tattoo on his lip, on the inside of his lip. And that motherfucker said, "Stop fucking running, you fucking nigger monkey." Who the fuck is you talk? Nah, hold the fuck up. Nah, I'm about to flip my motherfucking wig. This nigga just called me a nigger monkey? Nah, hold up. I made it my business to turn around, not ignore this motherfucker, turn around and confront him. And when I did that shit, he wasn't backing down, neither was I. And the nigga had the audacity to flip his fucking tongue down and show me the tattoo of the KKK in his lip. And I'm like, oh shit. Now you heard what the fuck I said, you fucking nigger. Stop fucking running. Yo, he just had the ball to say that shit again. I had my spoon, my fork, and my cup in this hand. When he had to say that shit again, I just dropped that shit and immediately went to swinging. Boom, 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 boom. Fucking him up because I know it's only a matter of time before the niggas in that bubble push that button and come running from everywhere to get me up off this motherfucking cracker. I was fucking him up. I was gonna pay for it later, but in the meantime, until they came and got me, I was fucking him up. Boop, boop, boop. All up in this shit. I just felt somebody come from behind me, and I just felt the air. Next thing I know, boom, I'm on my back on the ground. Oh, shit. Niggas flipping me over, got the knee all in my neck, all in my back, stepping on me. Yo, they handcuffed me, walked me to the walked me through the compound to lock up. And while they was walking me down the compound, niggas are still going to the mess hall. They fucking me up. Boom, giving me body shots. Tripping me, trying to make me fall. And they got my arms behind me and shit, all handcuffed up and trying to break my shit. Trying to make me fall and trying to catch me the same. Yo, they was fucking me up till I got to the motherfucker. Till I got to lock up. And they gonna lock me in the cell by myself. They gave me fucking assay time. They took time from me and all type of shit. But once I got to explain what happened, that sergeant got administrative leave. They got him up out of there. Cause I don't know if they knew or they just tried to cover it, making themselves look good, that they had this shit tattooed in their mouth. And I broke it down to him. They called me a nigga monkey and all type of shit. Not once, but twice. And then gonna flash a tattoo in his mouth and say KKK. Oh, nah, my nigga. Nah, you ain't gonna call me no nigga monkey and get away with it. Fuck that white cracker ass nigga up. Fucked him up. He'll never call another black man nigga again. A nigga monkey, nah, he won't do that shit no more. I put the beast on that nigga like Dre. I was pounding on that nigga till they snatched me up off his ass. I never stopped swinging. Digging all up. This nigga shit was red and blue. Bruised. I'm slugging on this nigga. And yo, by the time they pulled me off, he was a bloody mess in the face. Both eyes swollen shut, lip hanging. His face was my target practice. Boom, 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 boom. Put the beast on this nigga's face. And on the way down the motherfucking lockup, they was putting the beast on me. Nigga, I was hurting. Ribs hurting, face hurting, slapping me with they got them leather gloves with the plastic knuckles on them shits. The plastic knuckles, and they was boom. Ooh, fucking my ribs up with them plastic shit. With the fuck, they leather gloves and they thick as hell with the plastic knuckle covers on them. And them shit just giving me body shots, my nigga. Both sides of my ribs was sore as hell. My legs had bruises from them kicking and punching me in my thighs, kicking me out of my legs, tripping me and shit. My wrist was swollen from the handcuffs. You know, they fucked me up. Tossed me in the motherfucking cell like nothing. Word. Unless you really have to, if you're back against the wall and you feel motherfucking disrespected, don't go get the cops. But I felt disrespected, so I had no choice. You're not gonna get away with that. Not on my watch. Not talking to me. Nah, I wasn't having that shit. I knew it was consequences gonna come after that, and I dealt with it. But you, not gonna call me no nigga monkey. Nah, chief, that shit ain't working. I don't give no fucks. I don't care who you are. You're not going to You could have just said, stop fucking running. Stop fucking running, you nigga monkey. Hold the fuck up. What the fuck? That nigga just called me a nigga? Nah, nah. I had to clean my ears out like, what? Did you just really immediately turned around, walked back over? What the fuck did you just say to me? You heard what the fuck I said, you fucking nigga monkey. Stop fucking running. Oh, and he gonna say it again? Oh, alright. That cup, that spoon, that fork hit the ground. And when that shit hit the ground, I was all in the nigga face. Boom, boom, boom. He just fell back. I just jumped on top of that nigga and just all up in his grill. By the time, his shit was lumped up, fucked up, couldn't open his eyes. He was target practice. Just my frustration went out on this dude. I completely blacked out because you called me a nigga monkey. Nah, my God, that shit was not gonna fly with me. They sent him off. They sent him away for a couple of weeks. I ain't see that dude no more for like about a good 4 or 5 months. And then I went to work one day because they had me on the detail of recycling. So all I used to do was take them big ass industrial cans of tomato paste and sauerkraut that come in them big ass round cans. You could take them shits, smash them shit down, and throw them shits in the bag. Take the tops and lids off take the bottom lid off that shit, and then smash the can down sideways so it'll be flat. Throw that shit in a plastic bag. Recycle it. So I came there one day to report for work, and this nigga standing there. I immediately stopped in my tracks and was like, oh shit. I immediately turned around like, I can't work with this guy. This the guy I had a problem with. So I'm like, they're gonna take me off. I love this job. I was getting paid. This was like the second highest paying job besides the kitchen job. Cause the kitchen, I think they get paid the most. And if you want work detail, that's the highest you can go. But being that I had some high charges, I couldn't go out the grounds. You know what I mean? I had to stay on the compound. So I couldn't get an outside job. I had to stay on the compound. They tried to get me with a stick, with a little ass, with a nail in that shit, talking about walk around and pick up the cigarette butts. The fuck are you talking to? I ain't doing that shit. Crazy as hell. Yeah, take that shit. Nah, bruh. Not being no motherfucking body flunky, walking around picking up cigarette butts with a stick with a nail in that shit. Nah. I ain't doing it. Or you refuse an order, you can say what the fuck you want to say, my guy. I'm not doing that shit. I'm not gonna belittling myself, walking around with a stick, with a plastic bag like the niggas be in the park, poking motherfucking trash and putting it in the back. I'm not doing that. I'm not. Nah. You can tell them whatever. Send me back. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that shit for no $2 a day. No. No. Nah. Fuck you. I'm not gonna walk around with a stick, picking up garbage off the ground, cigarette butts and shit, and putting in the plastic bag. Nah. Fuck you. I ain't with it. So they called the sergeant, told the sergeant I refused the order. The sergeant came down. I explained to the sergeant. I'm like, listen, I don't feel like this is the job for me. Walking around with a stick with a nail, picking up cigarette butts and shit. Nah, that's not for me. So that's how I got the motherfucking recycling job. And then this motherfucker happens to want to be there when I'm there. So they told me to leave for a couple of days till they figure something out. And let's just say, when I came back, he wasn't there no more. You know what I mean? I ain't do shit wrong to losing that job, so they kept me there. They just moved him, so no more altercations. They put him somewhere else on the complex. I ain't have to see the dude no more. None of that. But it's a real thing. Them motherfuckers is really down South Jersey in Burlington County, KKK'd up. 'Cause that's where Annandale is at. Down there. You know what I mean? South Woods ain't that far from there either. And that was my second stop, my second prison term. At a certain age, at Annandale, once you hit that, they ship you off to an adult prison. Even though I was 21, they still think I was still considered an adolescent. I don't get that. But it was a youth facility, Annandale. So once you reach a certain age, you go to Southwoods or a different prison for adult men. So my second stop was Southwoods. And I was there like the second or third year after they opened this prison up. So I was fresh on the compound like, yo. Now you heard stories about this prison before you even get there. They KKK'd up. They don't really like black people down there. They body count down there since they opened up. And this shit like open for 2-3 years. And they got a body count already. Damn. I got a story time that I'm going to put up called Junie Juice. It was this nigga they used to give Thorazine to. Some type of medicine to make you calm down or some shit like that. And they gave this to this one nigga. He was about 6 feet, 6'1". Crazy ass afro, skinny as hell. And he was always talking to himself. And nigga gave him the name Junie Juice because they used to come give him his medication and there'd be that juice in a cup. And if the nigga don't drink that juice, he off his rocker. The nigga be doing some outlandish crazy shit. Like, I seen a nigga, I was walking on a first floor level and I was walking to somebody's cell to get a deck of cards. And I had just so happened to walk past the nigga's cell. This nigga was standing there in his cell playing in the toilet bowl. He was really playing in the toilet bowl, bent over with his hand in his shit, playing in the toilet bowl. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this nigga doing? You washing clothes in the toilet or you playing in that shit? So I got up on the door and I'm looking in that shit like, yo, this nigga really playing in the fucking toilet. And I just kept moving like, this nigga crazy. So one time, I was sitting downstairs. I just came back from mess. And it was Junie Juice was in his cell, begging on the door. Boom, 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 boom. Yo, let me out for mess. You ain't bust my door. I'm about to miss mess. He started going crazy. So the lady CO, she said, I bust your door already. You ain't moved, so I locked it back. They going back and forth through the door and shit. While she talking to the nigga, he going crazy. So she calls for backup to the unit. And it's just like about 6 of these motherfuckers. And they got on the turtle suits. They got the helmets on with the shield in front of them. And they got these motherfucking football shoulder pads on with the chest pads and all type of shit. Knee pads, all black. Turtles and shit. And they came in there and they bust this nigga door. And soon as the door bust, the first 2 niggas ran up in there and you just heard niggas go at it. Boom, 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 boom. Yo, get down on the ground. This nigga, get the fuck off me. Boom, 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 boom. They rocking in there. And then you just see the other motherfucking police just run up in the room behind them. Yo, when they brought this nigga out his room, he was unconscious. They grabbed this nigga and they handcuffed him. And they had him carried on a stick They handcuffed him and they put leg shackles on him. And they ran a stick underneath his handcuffs and the shackles. And they picked him up like a pig. And they was walking out the unit with him handcuffed like this. And they walked him out. And one of the police did some goofy shit. Disrespectful shit. Like they was carrying him and he just dropped the stick. And that shit slid off. He fell. Boom! Hit the ground. So they didn't put the stick back to the hand because they just picked him up. And when they picked him up, they had his fucking arms like this. I'm like, yo, they gonna break nigga arms and shit. They just drag, because he was unconscious. They dragging him. And they got his arms way up behind him like that. And I'm like, yo, that's crazy. That was the last time I seen Junie Juice. He never came back to the unit. I think they put him somewhere, they beat that man, and they killed that man. Because he was nowhere on the compound. I mean, nowhere on the unit, nowhere on the compound, on the grounds. None of that shit. Junie Juice just disappeared. And I already heard, and the sergeant that came was one of the sergeants I heard about. Tall, white dude, curly brown hair, with glasses. This dude every bit of 6'5", 6'6". Tall, skinny, brolic looking white motherfucker. And what I heard before I got there, that he was the main one beating on inmates, killing them in the process. So he was there when they brought Junie Juice out. So I don't know. That's why I said I never seen him again. He never came back to the unit. It's a unit across from us. I've never seen him come outside. So I don't know if they put him somewhere else or they killed that man. But that was the last time I seen that nigga when they drug his ass up out of that motherfucking cell and off the unit. They had him on sticks like a fucking pig, and dude just dropped the shit. Boom! And hit the ground. You heard his head hit the ground. Boom! I'm like, oh shit, y'all ain't right. He just gonna drop the stick like that and hit the head. Man hit his head on the ground. And if you know, jails got concrete floors, look like marble or whatever. That motherfucker hit his head made a sound when he hit the fucking floor. Boing! Like, damn, you heard that shit. They just picked his ass up and put his arm like this, and they just was dragging his ass. He was, and his arms way back there, they got his arms like this, and the shit up in the air, and they just dragging this man out the motherfucking unit, and he wasn't even conscious. Police don't give no fucks. So I see when certain inmates go on a rampage, on riots and shit like that, it's because they tired of police doing goofy shit like that. I ain't never had to deal with that shit except for one time, and it wasn't even my fault. It was a dude that I was in lockup with at the end of this motherfucking tier. He was going crazy. He wouldn't shut up. He wouldn't stop kicking on the gates. Boom, 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 bang, bang, bang. He wouldn't stop, so they came back there, and his on the side I was on, it had a window, a mesh window, and they just sprayed in his motherfucking cell with the motherfucking pepper spray, and closed his food slot. Boom. And closed his food slot so all that the fucking the spray can stay in the cell and shit. I'm like, yo, I got the motherfucking shirt wrapped around my motherfucking nose because I'm asthmatic and I don't want to breathe that shit and have an asthma attack. Yeah. Now, these ain't the streets, my guy. These are all prison stories I'm telling right now. And these some real shit. So, they sprayed the pepper spray on dude and locked this fucking food port up in there for like about 5 minutes. And then the turtles came and got this nigga up out of there. He in there fighting the motherfucking the police. They fucking him up. They handcuff him. They drag his ass up out of there. He cursing and spitting and kicking. Talking about I can't see. They done pepper sprayed the nigga again while they fucking him up in the cell before they bring him out. So he'll calm the fuck down. He just coughing and spitting and cursing niggas out. Brought his ass out. But now, where you gonna take him? It's only two sides to lockup. He was already in lockup. Where you gonna put him at now? Suicide watch? You know what I mean? So they took his ass up out of there. I guess they took him to the nursing station, whatever, and they fixed him up. I ain't see that dude no more. So it was just me and a regular nigga that was back there with me. Me, Pumpkin, my man D, and my man D. He was from DC, and this is the first time I ever met a young nigga. This nigga was young. Well, he looked young. I think at this time, this was like 90, 93, 93, 94 before I went to prison. And this nigga, he had a young looking face, but if I'm not mistaken, I think this nigga said he was in his mid-20s, late 20s, possibly early 30s. His name was Jay. No, JD. Yeah, his name was JD. And this is the first person I ever met that had a capital murder charge. I didn't know what the fuck a capital murder charge was. So I was like, yo, what the fuck is capital murder? He's like, that's when I killed more than one person. I'm like, yo, word? He's like, yeah. They trying to give me the death penalty for my shit. Nigga showed me his paperwork, and I read this shit. Yo, this is in the county. I'm reading this shit. This nigga went crazy. He went crazy. Killed 2 people. Now he got capital punishment. And I'm like, yo, capital murder charges. I'm like, yo, that's fucking crazy. I thought maybe you was gonna get life or something. No. They trying to get that nigga the death penalty. And this was like 92, like I said. So after I left and went down to prison, I ain't heard no more from that dude. My nigga Pumpkin, I seen him since I've been home. He home on the streets, getting crazy on the motorcycles and shit like that. But I ain't never heard from that nigga no more that had the capital murder charges. And like I said, he was young, in his mid to early 30s. I mean, from mid 20s to early 30s. And he had capital murder charges. 2 of them. For 2 bodies. Damn. My man Pumpkin, he was doing robbery charges and drug charges and shit. And being that we had the longest time in lockup back then, we called ourselves the Death Row Clique. Because we was never getting off of motherfucking out of lockup. We was going to prison from lockup. We was never going back in the population because that's how bad we turned up out there. I told y'all about when they had me in the AIDS unit and I turned up the end of my ass back up in this motherfucking lockup. I don't got AIDS. Why the fuck you put me in the AIDS unit? So I told them niggas, you got 5 days to get me the fucking body here and get me to a regular fucking cell before I turn up and make these niggas an example on this motherfucker. They ain't want to believe me. So I kept asking niggas every time they came to bust the door, the man called, yo, y'all find a space yet? Y'all find a space yet? I know niggas done bailed out. I know we got some room up here somewhere. No, we ain't got no room. We got to stay here for a couple more days till we find some more room. All right. These things I'm playing, yo, get me. I don't belong here, bro. I don't got this shit. I mean, I don't want to be disrespectful to them, but I can't relate to these niggas back here. They all dying. They all got AIDS. I can't relate. We ain't got nothing in common. I mean, and I ain't trying to catch that shit. And I'm living next to this nigga that don't want to get in the shower, or don't want to take his clothes, change his clothes, none of that. Nah. So that's how I ended up getting up out of here. This nigga became my example. Y'all gonna move me. You know what I mean? So that's what happened with that. I ended up my ass in lockup. And I stayed there till they sent my ass to prison. You know what I mean? So I caught a street charge for this nigga because they wouldn't move me. I got a damn near aggravated assault, attempted murder charge on this dude because they said I burnt him over 30% of his body with scalded hot water. Yeah. Know what I mean? So they in the county jail, there's only one button for the shower. So when you push that button, either the water gonna come out hot or it's gonna come out cold. Either way do I take that shower. Know what I mean? So when he didn't want to get in the motherfucking shower, I put on 2 pair of gloves on this hand, 2 pair of gloves on this hand, told the nigga to get undressed. He wouldn't get undressed. So, had to kind of get like physical with this nigga. And he tried to bite me. When he tried to bite me and he started running towards me, I just went in defense mode and put the hands on the nigga. Bang, bang, bang. And in the process, he had a gold frame around his tooth. And that shit cut my finger through the glove, but it didn't break the glove. I was so happy that this shit didn't break the motherfucking glove. It just cut the skin on my knuckle from me punching the nigga in his mouth. And I was like, oh. When I seen the blood in the glove, I'm like, oh shit. So I'm pulling the glove to make sure this shit ain't spit all the way through. Oh, alright, cool. Threw the nigga in the shower and pushed the button in his ass. And the nigga hit the floor of the shower. Boom! And he just laid there and let the water burn him. I didn't do nothing but push the button and threw that in the shower to make you wash your ass because I've been here a week already and you don't get up to do nothing except for go to the bathroom. You got food kicked up all up in your mouth, all in your beard and shit. Uniform all dirty because you ain't changed your clothes. You ain't getting the water. And I'm laying next to you? Nah, my guy, no homo. I'm in a bed next to you? Nah, I can't deal with that. So the nurses wasn't doing nothing. They gave me 2 boxes of motherfucking top cigarettes because you ain't supposed to smoke in the county jail. They gave me 2 boxes of top to put the thing in the shower. Shit didn't go accordingly to plan like it's supposed to. He wanted to act stupid. So I had to defend myself. And in the process of me defending myself, his ass got the short end of the stick. He got burnt over 30% of his body from scalding hot water. Not my fault. Because how you push that button is how that water come out. And he just laid there and let that shit burn his dumb ass. So they tried to give me extra charges, street charges for this dumbass nigga. I made a newspaper about this shit. Know what I mean? They put up false charges on me. They said I was a motherfucking kingpin, a gun dealer. I was a drug dealer. I was selling guns. I was doing crazy shit. I was ahead of a stolen. Yo, they put a whole lot of shit in the start of the newspaper back in '94, man. When this shit all jumped off before I went to prison. They put a whole bunch of bullshit in the newspaper about me. And that shit was crazy. I was the kingpin, a big time drug dealer. I sold guns. I was the head of a stolen car ring. I was all types of shit in the newspaper. And I was only there for drug charges at this time. You know what I mean? All the other shit came when the nigga snitched on me and told niggas I kidnapped him and shit like that. But that shit right there, bro, if you ain't about that life, don't even get involved in that shit. Like, stay on the sidewalk, because the streets ain't there for everybody. I got war scars that I gotta live with for the rest of my motherfucking life for being in these motherfucking streets. I got a bullet behind my ear, right there. I got shot twice in my neck, one on my shoulder, one on my arm. That shit came out down here. I got stabbed up. Know what I mean? I gotta look at this shit every day I wake up. Know what I mean? So, if you ain't about this life, stay on the sidewalk, stay on the porch, and just be a motherfucking observer. Watch the shit. Watch the players. Know what I mean? See how it end up for you. Just don't jump in that motherfucking feeling unless you prepared. I don't glorify that shit, but it was just a part of life I grew up on. Know what I mean? So, that's what happened. You want to be out there with the big boys? Know what you're signing up for. I don't glorify it. It's a part of my life. Know what I mean? You live, you learn from your mistakes. I learned from my mistakes. It took me a while. It even took me to get shot to really wake up and be like, yo, it's time to get up out these streets. Dakota was good. It took me a while. It took me till I got shot 5 times for me to like, yo, the way I'm moving, I gotta fix that. Because ain't no way in the world this nigga was supposed to know where the fuck I lived at for him to get close to me like that. And I was like, yo, I'm really wilding. And I had to think about it because at first, I didn't know where it came from. I thought it was somebody that got mad because I fucked they bitch. Then, when I really sat there and thought about it, and I heard dude's voice, it all clicked to me. That's the nigga I used to get the bud from. That's who that was. And then I remembered he played for the other team. So niggas didn't know what I was rocking or who I was with when I was down there. I ain't really make it that known. I was about my money when I moved down this area. I really wasn't too big and I really wasn't on the gangbanging shit heavy like that. But then certain people I started hanging around, I started slipping up and started doing what they were doing. Showing, yeah, I'm a banger. You know what I mean? I'm on the blue team. You know what I mean? So by me doing that, that opened up the door for certain shit. And by that opening doors for shit, nigga caught me slipping. And when he caught me slipping, I ended up getting shot 5 times. So that was an eye opener for me. Like, okay, you can't let everybody know what's your location, where you at, because niggas talk. All niggas got to do is ask the right motherfucking questions. And niggas not consciously thinking, oh, that nigga let such and such. Not knowing if this nigga friend or foe. Know what I mean? So nigga didn't know what his intention was. They probably just told nigga, yo, he live right there. So that's how he got the drop on me. They came to my house and he shot me 5 times. That's what's up. I'm just chilling too, spitting out some of these story times and bits and pieces, letting you know about my life, you know, shit like that. Also trying to get these watch hours up. But yeah, I was moving, and I was moving cautiously. Like I said, the streets talk. People ask the right people the question, they're gonna tell, not knowing that that person want to do you bodily harm or he just chill. So I'm quite sure he asked somebody, yo, you know this nigga, where he live at? And he told him. So when I opened the door, it was him with a wave cap on. I'm like, oh no, you don't. When I heard that shit, I knew the voice sounded familiar, but I was trying to close my motherfucking door. So when I closed the door, the nigga just stuck his arm in the shit and just started squeezing. Shit was crazy. Yeah, exactly, man. If you're not about that life, stay on the porch, my guy. It's safe over there. It's definitely safer. And if you got some friends, do some background on your friends. See who they associated with. And if they rock with niggas that you don't fuck with, I don't know what to tell you. You gotta move cautious when you with them niggas because they problems can become your problems. You know what I'm saying? And I'm quite sure you don't want to inherit nobody else's problems. Because them problems don't die unless you die. You know what I mean? Or you move away and they can't get to you. Exactly. Sometimes it's the people that choose you to hang out with because of the vibe that you give off. You're a cool person. They want to rock with you. That was my situation at a certain point. You know what I mean? I'm a cool motherfucker. I like to have fun, tell jokes, have fun, shit like that. And the people I was around, they was doing what they doing, but I'm not worried about what they doing because it don't concern me. Not knowing that what they was doing was gonna bring me harm, or me being around y'all niggas was gonna bring me harm. I didn't know, but I didn't think that until me and that dude had a certain conversation. And to come to find out, he wanted me to sell his drugs for him. I ain't nobody flunky, bro. I'm not gonna sell your shit and you not gonna pay me. Nah, we not doing that. So I guess he couldn't take no full answer and he tried to break in my crib but I was home. Right? So that's how I ended up getting shot. Because he thought nobody was home, he tried to break in my shit and I was dead. The nigga couldn't see what he was shooting. He just stuck an arm in the motherfucking door and started squeezing. The first shot hit me here. That shit came out down here. And the second shot hit me as I was turning my head because when he shot me in my arm, I was looking at the shit. Oh shit. And I was cursing him out like, this bitch ass nigga shot me, you fucking faggot. And I'm looking at my arm as I'm turning my head to look back. He caught me in my head. Boom. So I let the door go and everything and just grabbed my motherfucking head like, yo, this bitch ass nigga just shot me in my head. And I'm like, oh shit. At this time, I forgot the door. I let the go, everything go. I'm looking at the foot of the bed like, damn, I can grab my shit. But don't want to give this nigga a chance to bust in the door and shoot me all on my back when I'm trying to go get my gun off the bed. Man, listen. I just kicked the closet off the track. Boom, and the closet fell forward and blocked my door. That gave me a chance to move. Once that shit fell and I came from under the door, ran to my bed and grabbed the gun and came back. And I moved the closet so I can open the door. When I opened the door, he was gone. I had my shit in my hand already. And I opened the door, he was gone. Like, where the fuck he go? And on both sides of the hallway, on each side, is a staircase. When I opened my door, the elevators is right in front of my door. I didn't hear the elevator go bing. So I know he didn't get in the elevator. So he went down one of these staircases. I didn't know which one. So I'm like, damn. I know niggas on this floor done heard these gunshots. So it's going to be a matter of time before the police get here. So I ran back in the house. I got all my drugs. I took the gun I had in my hand. And I went on the 12th. I went to the 18th floor. Got off the elevator. Went on the roof. And stashed my guns and the drugs on top of the elevator shaft. Where the elevator come up to the top floor and stop. So I stashed my shit in there. I ran back downstairs. I changed my clothes. I wrapped my head with a t-shirt to stop the bleeding from my head. I took a sock and I tied the sock around where I got shot in the arm. And I couldn't do nothing about the motherfucking 2 shots on my shoulder and like 2 shots on my neck and one on my shoulder. I couldn't do nothing about those. Those shits were still leaking. And I had just came back from shopping. And I had just got the motherfucking tan construct Timberlands, a pair of Maurice Malone black jeans with the gold stitching on them shits, and a Kobe Bryant throwback jersey, gold and black, Laker jersey and shit. I was just got fresh for Memorial Day weekend, May 28th. May 28th, 2004, about 6, 7 o'clock, possibly earlier, is when I got shot. And it was a Friday. Word. It was almost rest in peace my black ass too, my nigga. Word. The doctor told me what slowed it slowed the blood down for me bleeding out is because I smoked some weed before I got shot. You know what I mean? I had smoked like 3.5 grams before I got shot. So when I got to the hospital that was right across the street from my house, the doctor looking at me like I'm crazy because I'm sitting on the side of the bed like this. And I'm sitting there, I'm swinging my feet off the side of the bed. And then he walks and he stopped. He looked at me, and when he looked at me, he looked at the chart. He looked at me again, and he scratched his head, looked at the chart, and then he said, "Are you the one that got shot 5 times?" I'm like, "Yeah." He said, "You got shot in your head." I'm like, "Yeah." He was like, he looked at the chart again. He looked at me one more time, and then he came in front of me, and he stood there and looked at me like this. And he said, "Are you under an influence?" I said, "I don't take drugs." He said, "Do you drink?" "I drink occasionally, and the only thing I do is smoke weed." So he's like, you smoke marijuana? I'm like, yeah. He said, how much did you smoke today? I'm like 3.5 grams, maybe 4. He's like, that's why you still sitting here, because that slowed your blood down. It stopped you from bleeding out. And you're sitting here like nothing ever happened, swinging your legs, waiting for me to come see you. The last person that got shot in the head and came to see me died on the table of the operating room. And you're sitting here with a bullet in your head, swinging your feet, waiting for me to come see you. Yeah. He was like, oh my God. He just couldn't do nothing but shake his head. He couldn't do shit but shake his head like, yo, I can't believe that. Yeah, I'm sitting here talking to you with a bullet in my head. Are we gonna get this shit out or what? So, in the process of him talking to me, my mother walks in. So she's like, you alright? I'm like, I'm fine. I said, you got the clean clothes I asked for? She's like, yeah. So I went to get the clothes, and the doctor was like, I'll be right back. I'm about to see what we're going to do with you. I said, all right. So the doctor left out. The doctor was gone for like about 3 minutes. Police comes back there, and he looks at me, and the nigga says my name. Now, I'm hesitant to say something, because I know I need these niggas an alias. And this nigga coming to me spitting my real name now. So I'm looking at this nigga like, and I turned my head. So my mother was like, what's the problem? He's like, is this him? She's like, yeah. So he was like, so young man, why did you give us another name at the house? At the house. I said, because I was scared, my nigga. I ain't know if that dude was still outside waiting for me, this, that, and the other. So he was like, you know you got a warrant for your arrest, right? I said, well, how much is the warrant? He was like, 500. I'm like, yo, man, get that man 500 so he can leave me alone. So she started going in the pocket to get a nigga 500. He's like, nah, it's Friday. You got to come bail him out on Monday. We don't do bailouts on Fridays. He got to stay the weekend. So I was in the process of getting dressed. After I pulled my pants up, I hopped my little ass back on the motherfucking bed, and I laid down and swung my arms. I said, yo, you might want to handcuff me to this motherfucking bed, because I ain't going nowhere. He like, oh yeah? He walked out, and he came back like 5 minutes later. You ain't going nowhere? I got the discharge papers right here. Come on. Stand up. So I'm going crazy. My dude's like, yo, calm down. Come get you on Monday. Don't even worry about it. I'm like, yo, how the hell you gonna lock me up? I got 5 bullet holes in me. I got a warrant. Okay, I can't go no fucking way. Handcuff me to this motherfucking bed. Leave me fucking. And like, nah, you gotta come with us. I got you discharged now. So the nigga was like, I'm not even gonna handcuff you to your back. Turn around. Put me in the front, handcuff me, and walk me out. I was like, yo, be there first thing in the morning. She said, what time you open up? She said, you can come bail them out 7 to 8 o'clock in the morning. So she came and got me that Monday, and I got up out of there. But I was mad as hell. I had to spend the fucking weekend in dirty-ass Green Street Precinct for a $500 warrant when I had the money right there to give to him. They said no. What? You fucking crazy, man? So I was mad as hell. Niggas gonna lock me up for a damn warrant for $500, and I had the money right there to give you. You said no. Come bail them out on Monday. What the fuck is wrong with you, nigga? Take the money. I bailed out now. Shit. Save you a trip from taking me down to the precinct. Yeah, that's some bullshit, yo. I got 5 bullet holes in me, and you want to lock me up for a $5 warrant. And I had the money right there. Here, get them in the 500. You can leave me alone. He was like, nope, you coming with us. What you mean I'm coming with y'all? For what? You got the money right here. You could just, I'll sign the paper, whatever. I paid the fine. Cool, we out. Nah, you ain't even got to see a judge on Monday. Just bail out. You don't need to see no judge. Just bail out. Paperwork right there. You good. So you mean to tell me I got to go down there just for fucking paperwork? I got to do the paperwork anyway. All right, man. I ain't even arguing with you no more. I'm going to hook you up while we down there. You know we got them hard ass bitches. I'm going to make sure you comfortable when you there. This nigga gave me an egg crate. That you hold eggs in a little I don't even know what the fuck, foam shits. And he told me to lay that shit on the bench. He gave me a pillow. Cause this whole side, my fucking ear felt like it was hanging. Cause this whole side was swollen and shit. Cause I just got shot right here. And this shit hanging. This shit was like out here hanging down. Like my whole side of my face was swollen and shit. I wish I had pictures of that shit, but I ain't take none. Know what I mean? I ain't take none of that shit. But I do got some pictures that I might show y'all of me down in prison and shit like that. I just gotta go look through the photo album and see if I can find them and shit. It's like about 3 or 4 of them. I really wasn't too big about taking pictures while I was down in prison. So it's like about 2 or 3 pictures of me down in prison. One with my ex-girl, I'm gonna just put my finger over her face and shit. You know, matter of fact, I ain't even gonna do that to her. She passed away, rest in peace to her. You know what I mean? I'm gonna show y'all some pictures and shit next time I go live. Of me being down in prison and shit like that. I wish I knew how to put them in my videos, but I don't know. I might just take the phone and record the pictures before I go in the video and record the video or some shit. I don't know. But, yeah. I'm about to get up out of here. I've been here for about 1 hour and 42 minutes already. You know, I usually go about 1 hour and a half on my shit. Give y'all 10 extra minutes, 12 extra minutes. You know, so hope y'all enjoy coming out and chilling with your boy. You already know what it is. The Shooter. Till next time, I'm gone.